Hi, so in this video we'll be looking at how to dynamically change our app icon in Flutter. So here I'll be showing you guys how you'll be able to change your app icon during Christmas festive season to contain an app icon with Christmas cap. So you can actually extend this for other uses, like adding multiple app icons into your Flutter app, and by that you'll be able to dynamically display any kind of icon or any icon you want to show to the user whenever you need to. So I'll just go ahead to show you guys the simple steps you need to follow to do this, and we'll be doing this using a package called Flutter Dynamic Icons. I'll be sharing the package link with you guys. The first thing you need to do is to do the Xcode setup. And how do you do that? Go ahead to open your project in Xcode. I have that open already. And yes, so I have the icon here. So what I will do now is bring up the icon and then look for a way to copy it into my runner. Let's just do it this way, but actually just drag and drop. I'll carry this and then drop it in my runner, and yes, finish. My Christmas icon is here. So the next thing we have to do is to go into our info.plist file. I'll do that from VS Code. I will just go ahead to open my info.plist file, and yes, there is a block of code I copied from the package that I added here. So just look at it from here. So when you want to add dynamic icons to your Flutter app, that's the iOS side. Now I'll make another video to show you guys how to do the same thing on Android. So all you need to do is this snippet is on the dynamic icon package readme file. So you just copy this, and then the name of our icon is Christmas. You add that here. Currently I have just one icon. Yes, so I'm leaving this here so that you know that you could actually add multiple icons. This is another icon if you want to add. This is another icon. So let's take, for example, you are adding more than just the Christmas icon. So you can edit all this to fit in to what you want to do. Let's take, for example, you also want to display a different icon during Easter season. You want to display another icon during Muslim festive season, that's maybe Salah. You want to just anytime, or maybe by an action taken in the app, you want to display an icon. For example, when you look at Duolingo app, they actually display dynamic icons. You can see Duolingo happy, you can see Duolingo not happy, and all of that. So you can achieve something similar in Flutter by just editing all of this. You add all the images you need to add into your runner, and then you edit to add the names of those images here. You get. And with that, I think we are done with all the setup required for using dynamic icon in Flutter for iOS. Now the next thing to do now is to write our Dart code. So if you are building a real world app, I think you should have a view model that will be handling this, maybe, and then you'll be using lifecycle. Maybe when the app is foreground, you trigger it and all of that. But for this, I will just be using a simple stateful widget to call my functions and look at them working. So what I will do is I will just uncomment this code that I wrote earlier. You can see I'm adding a poststream callback here just to make it safe for me to call methods um, from the init state. So I also wrote another method here to trigger the dynamic icon. So all I will do now is I'll import the dynamic icon package. Yes, I'm just using this to log the icon detected, like that's the current app icon we are using. So I'm using this to log it just to see from my console. And then I also created an enum for the icons I want to be changing to. So looking at this, you see that you can actually have multiple icons here, um, as many as possible. So you just add them to this enum, and when you want to change your icon, so what I'm doing here is I'm first checking if the current device supports dynamic icon. Do you get? So I'm first checking if it supports, and if it does not, I'm just logging dynamic icon nodes or icon change nodes supported on this device. So you might want to do another thing. Anything you want to do at all, just do that from here. And if it is supported, you continue to do other things from here. The first thing I'm doing is to check whether we've changed the icon already, because you want to do something, you want to do this maybe when you want to change the icon over a period of time. For example, for Christmas now, you might want to change your icon during the period of from starting from December 20th down to January 1st, or maybe something more. So I'm first using the package to get the current icon we have on the app. So if it is Christmas, this will return Christmas for me. You get? So if it is Christmas, this will return Christmas. And if it is not, it will return whatever icon you are using at the moment. Now I'm getting the current icon, right? And then after that, I'm comparing, using enum. On enum, when I do icon.name, it will give me this. You get? So alternatively, you can actually do this icon.title, that is the app icon type, that's the enum.title. So that will give you this string instead. But since the name of my enum is the same thing as the title I'm passing in, you get? So I'm showing you this. So in cases where you want to pass a different title, you get? So, but in my own case, my title is the same thing as the name of the enum. So I could actually just use the name, or I say title, you get? So it will still do the same thing. Is that okay? But for now, let's just use name. So I'm checking if the current icon will be returning a string of what the current icon is, either Christmas, Easter, or whichever icon you're using. And then I'm comparing it with the icon type I'm passing. So let's just look at this. I'm comparing it to the icon type I'm passing. So I could actually call this method from anywhere and then pass an icon type to it to change the app icon too. So I could actually call it from anywhere and then ask it to change the icon to Easter by just passing in app icon type dot Easter, and then it will change it for me. So the next thing we will now do is what? This is the method changing the app icon. So you can see it is setting what? The alternate icon. You get that? So, and with that, we are good to go. So what I will just do is, for now, to test what we've done so far, I will just go ahead to do this. Let me do a delay. maybe immediately when you launch the app, uh, feature.delayed, and then I'll add the duration. Let me add the duration of a second. Maybe let's make it 10 seconds, and then we add a function here. So we'll call that function directly from here. That is when this feature is complete, or when the delay is complete. So we'll just go ahead to call this function, which is what change app icon. We'll call it right inside the feature.delay. And then what icon do we want to change to at the moment? So I will just say to change it to app icon type.christmas. So after 10 seconds, you get, I want it to change the app icon to Christmas. Now, okay, before doing this, let me run the app and then see the current icon type we have. It's changed the app icon type to Christmas. So the next thing I want us to do is not to change this by doing what, by delaying for 10 seconds. So I want us to be able to change it using the current date period. You get, so I want to check whether the current date we have is what is is within the range of December 20th down to January 1st. So I'll just do that simply by, let me add a function down here to just check if it is Christmas period. Let me see. Let's make this return a boolean, and I will call it is Christmas period. Okay, it's Christmas period. And what I'll be doing here is I will collect a datetime. Let's say we are passing a datetime here, which by default should be the datetime dot now, but in cases whereby we want to make it dynamic, so I'll just check return date dot month is 12, right? That is, we're in the 12th month, and date dot day. So I'm checking whether the day is greater than or equal to 20th. And it is, so let's make it from 20th to okay, let's just do is greater than 20th. So we'll use another method to check if it is not, you get, Christmas period. So let's just see, the month is what is the 12th month, and then the day, you get, the day is greater than 20th. So let's just check for this and then use this to change the app icon to Christmas. So what we'll do is I don't need to pass this anymore. Okay, I think we'll just still have to leave the delay. Let's leave this. So what I'll be doing is I think I don't need this. I don't. Okay. For this now, okay. Let me just write an if statement here. If it's Christmas period, so all I will do now is datetime dot now. That is, we are checking whether the current datetime, the current date is Christmas period. Okay. So datetime dot now. Now we don't need this anymore. So let's just remove this. Okay, I'm getting current icon. Okay, if datetime.now is Christmas period, if datetime.now is Christmas period, and okay, let's use the and the current icon is now app icon type dot Christmas. So we don't want it to be changing or to be trying to change every time. That is, it will only change when the app icon type is not Christmas. You get? So, or it will only trigger the change when the app icon type is not Christmas. Then yeah, do this. But when it is not, you get, when it is not Christmas period, just change the app icon type to no. So you might just write a switch statement here. If you have more than one icon you want to, or if you have more than one alternate icon you want to change to, you might want to write a switch statement here to check on the date, and then the date checker will also be longer than this. You get? So let's run this and test. Let's test. Should we still leave the delay for 10 seconds before triggering this? But let's just leave it that way. And I'll restart now to see if it will now check whether our current datetime is Christmas period. Get? So it is not Christmas period. So it changed our app icon dynamically to what? To the normal app icon it should be. You get? So that's what this one is doing. But now I will go ahead to change the date on my PC. Let's see. I'll go ahead to change the date on my PC to Christmas period, and then see what will happen, whether it will detect or not. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, so you can see we have the default app icon here, and I will turn this off. Okay, I will set the date to, okay, let me make this 21st, and this should be the 12th month, December. Yeah. Oh, and then I set. So let's see. Let's now go back to open our app to see whether it will detect and change the app dynamically. Okay, I'll just have to restart. So in real world scenario, you might want to add app lifecycle checker there. So when they open the app immediately to trigger, you get to do that. So when the app is on the foreground, to just trigger. Now you can see the app icon has changed to Christmas. So yes, that will bring us to the end of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe for you to see more content like this. I'll be creating a video to do the same thing for Android too. Just stay tuned. You get that. Thank you.